Alright, so one of the reasons why I wasn't growing as a beginner was that I was simply overwhelmed. As a beginner, you want to make things as easy as you possibly can, and that's not what I was doing. What I was doing was actually making things harder and harder for myself. You see, concepts of one of the main concepts of actually growing your muscles is progressive overload. The idea is that you do a little bit more than what you did last time. So if I did, you know, 9 reps with weight X, then next time I do 10 reps with weight X. Um, that's the whole idea of progressive overload. Or you increase the weight, or you increase the time under tension, which is the time you're actually doing the rep. So if I'm doing the bicep curl, crap, this looks weird. Instead of doing this, right, I'm going to be doing this slowly, and that increases, and that also helps. But I wasn't doing any of this. What I was doing was following a program, and it's one of my first videos, and I'm already going after someone with millions of views. Whatever, I don't care. Um, I was at the time when I got into fitness, I bumped into Jeff Cavalier's channel, and I purchased his programs. And the first program I ever worked with was AX1. The problem with AX1 is, you can, all of the Jeff Cavalier fans can whatever dislike my video. I really don't care. Is that you're not doing the same exercises over and over and again, so that you can increase the amount of weight that you're doing. You're doing different exercises every single effing time. You're doing different exercises most of the time, so that you don't have the time to actually increase the weight on those exercises. And as a beginner, that is absolutely fatal, because you're doing different exercises every single time with crappy form because you've never done them. But I'm going to go on to form on another video. And at the same time, you're doing that for the first time, so you don't really know what kind of weight you should be using, and the next time you're going to be doing something completely different. So as a beginner, really, in the gym, make things as easy as you possibly can. Pick your exercises depending on the muscle groups that you want to train, and one hand, focus on really doing the same exercises over and over again, so that you can actually write down the weight that you're using and the number of reps, and you can increase that as you go on. And there's another little bonus tip for you. You actually want to write down there's another bonus tip for you. I already gave it away. The key to being consistent with this part of working out is really writing down the weights and the number of reps. And this is something that most people simply don't do, and that's why most people in gym simply don't see results, myself included, when I started working out. So what you want to do is either, purchase a notebook and a pen and go to the gym and do for every workout, write down the weights and the reps. But this is tedious, and I tried it didn't work for me. What did work for me was downloading an app which where you can actually write down number of reps, and it reminds you of the number of reps. So when you're doing the exercise again, you can see what you did last time, the number of reps and weight you achieved last time, so that you can work on increasing that. I personally use something called an app called the Strong app, completely free. I'm not sponsored by them. Go check it out on Google Play Store. I'm sure there's many others, but that's one I use. and it's completely free, and I'm not sponsored by them. So there you go. And so that's it for today, and that's how you that's how you increase and that's the concept of progressive overload for you. If you're interested in the channel, I'm a guy that and there you go. That's the concept of progressive overload for you, and why most people simply neglect it. And there you go. That's the concept of progressive overload for you. Powerful tool in your arsenal to build those muscles, which in my case are not there, but they're going to be there soon. Because because I know what to do, and I know Sanko. And there you go. That's progressive overload explained for you. If you're new to the channel, I'm literally an average guy that until very recently wasn't making a lot of progress in the gym, but then decided to do some reading, and I was if you're new to the channel, I'm a random guy that until recently wasn't doing very well in the gym at all. Despite training consistently, I was making literally zero progress until I actually started looking at what I was doing wrong. And I've been training for a month now using these habits that I'm going to be explaining in the next YouTube videos, and I can quite confidently say that I'm already seeing results. So if you're interested in that, an average guy, no, Greek god explaining you stuff, and an average guy that you can actually follow. And so if you're interested in that, subscribe. It's a win. So if you're interested in that, from learning from my mistakes and learning from me as I go along in this journey, then subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. See you in the next video. Cheers.